Hey guys, so today I'm sharing on a subject that I think is very important, but also was very hard for me to learn, and that is restore your energy. In the day and age of consistent communication and endless choice, it is so easy to get wrapped up in all the information that is at our fingertips, that's in front of our eyes, and we can actually wear ourselves out just by using our phone. But there's also ways that we can wear ourselves out, and that's stress. Like there are so many opportunities to be stressed out, and we are actually taking a toll on our adrenal system. And there's a lot of information out there on, you know, taking care of your hormones, taking care of your adrenals, making sure that you're not getting fatigued. And more people are becoming adrenal fatigued. More and more people are becoming stressed out. More and more people are having insomnia. And I don't think that it's a fluke. I mean, we just have so much information available to us, so much more, pressure on us to perform and create that we can stop ourselves from restoring our energy. So something that I've started doing is having, a day every week where I'm just doing nothing. And yesterday was my day. I didn't change out of my pajamas. I told my husband that, we were going to go to dinner later. And I said, just let me know when you are ready because he went golfing all day. And I'm like, I will prepare myself to go out later. But today I'm just going to rest. I'm not going to work. I'm going to read the books that I want to read. I'm going to take a nap, like just all the things to just restore my energy, especially because I feel like I've been on a lot more than usual lately and just creating. I'm in the cycle of creation, which feels amazing, but at the same time, I can become super consumed by the creating process that I'm not taking time to rest. In fact, I will wake up in the middle of the night when I have an idea and I will start writing when really I need to be sleeping. When I was in college, I suffered terrible insomnia. I, drank copious amounts of coffee. I had all these papers that I needed to write. I was a history major, so most of it was writing and reading. And this was before the internet where we could just copy and paste and find things that we need immediately. I had to read books, like 20 books at a time to create a paper. So I learned this habit of not sleeping to create the things that I need to create. And I noticed that in this past season that I've gone through, I've allowed that pattern to resurface after 20 something years. I went to college in 2002. That's when I graduated, 2003. So after 20 plus years, I have this bad habit of mine come back and keep me from restoring my energy. So now I have to be very intentional about my sleep, about my rest, and just communicating with myself like, are you overextending yourself? Are you trying too hard? Do you need to rest? And so I'm taking those days to restore my energy because it's so easy to just continue to drink caffeine, to, numb by consuming. And I think that when we can find the things that we do that keep us from rest, that is when we can start stopping those things and entering into rest. So, one of the things that's really important is to find those things that we do that keep us from rest. So, in my case, it's overcreating and, always wanting to be in front of my computer or a piece of paper to just make sure the things that I want to create are happening. So, what are things in your life that you're doing that are almost like a numbing mechanism to keep you from rest, to keep you from taking care of yourself? So I want you to take a moment and think about the things that you do that keep you from rest. And your body will tell you, I need to rest, but then you'll have that other cup of coffee, or you'll have a soda or a sugary snack, or you'll just push through something just to get through it, and then you're not actually producing at your highest level. So think about what that is that you're doing. These are usually things that keep us from resting, keep us awake at night. What are those things? Because we do get addicted to the cortisol that we create from not resting. And then I want you to create a list of things that you can do to restore your energy. Naps are amazing. Not everyone has a chance to take a nap, but if you don't work on the weekends, that's a great time to just stop. And even taking one day a weekend where you're not doing anything or making plans. And if you can't do that every single weekend, at least one day a month where you're just shutting everything out and coming back to yourself. Because in that stillness, and not even, I'm talking about not even looking at your phone, but in that stillness, your body, your adrenals, all of the hormones inside of you have that chance to just find their equilibrium, because you need your body to go into homeostasis. We can't always be like this because it's just not healthy. So, in this book, on page 168, if you are following along, I have some tips to cultivate rest and relaxation. And these are things that I've come up with, and they're pretty common knowledge, but sometimes when we're go, 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 we don't think about stopping. So here are some things that you can do to cultivate that spirit of rest and relaxation. So prioritize your to-do list and remove anything that is non-essential or that is just a time filler. I think we all have things in our schedule that we do that are time fillers. For instance, posting to Instagram or checking Facebook or checking our emails. You can block that time. This just today, my husband was saying, he's not going to check his email until he does his work or his creation in the morning. So he's not going to consume other people's ideas before he creates. And I totally agree with that. I have a thing on my bulletin board that says create more, consume less. So I always try to be mindful of that, where I am creating before I consume, because I don't want other people's ideas in my head as I create. So think about that. Prioritize your to-do list. If there's something that absolutely needs to be taken care of course, get that taken care of. But ask yourself, is this an A priority? Is this a B priority? Do I even need to be doing this? Can I delegate this to somebody else? The other thing is meditate to help calm your mind and welcome in peace. So on my best days, I am starting my day with meditation. If I don't get meditation in the morning, I try and find a time during the day. Like I just had meditation at 2 p.m. today, just to recenter my mind, to find that stillness in the day, because sometimes we just need 15 or 20 minutes of stillness to reset. And when you take that time to meditate, you can feel a change in your body, in your brain, in your solar plexus, in your heart. You can, if you have a big speech or a conversation you need to have, meditating before that is really important, because then you can make sure that you are speaking from the right place and not speaking from reaction. Another thing is keep your phone out of your bedroom. This is really, really big. If you need an alarm clock, buy an alarm clock. You do not need your phone in your bedroom. Um, our phones have lights, blue lights, that keep us awake. And just knowing that your phone is nearby is enough to make you reach for it. We are all addicted to these devices. So if you have it in another room, like charge it in another room, you can wake up with a different alarm clock. Even if you have a setting on your phone that you love to use, just break up with it, because having your phone in your room is just unhealthy. Just take it out, charge it in the kitchen, charge it downstairs, buy an alarm clock, or allow your body to wake up on its own if you have that ability to go to bed and wake up whenever you can. But do not have your phone in your bedroom, because the other thing is you're looking at your phone to set the alarm before you go to sleep. So you have the blue light in your face before you even go to bed. So then you're not creating a serene environment in your bedroom because you have this device. Allow yourself to nap as needed. I've already covered this. If you have the chance to do it, do it. You know, our bodies need that moment or moments of rest. And you can power nap in 20 minutes. 20 minutes is enough rest to reset yourself for the day. Just to reiterate, limit screen time before bed. Studies show that light from our screens can suppress the hormone melatonin, which helps us fall asleep. Now, this isn't just our phone. This is our computer, our TVs, you know, anything that you are, our iPads, anything that you can put up to your face that has a light is going to trick your brain into thinking, oh, I can still be awake. This is awesome. But before we had devices and televisions, our body naturally shut itself down because the sky turned dark. But now we have electricity, we can have lights on in our house. So even lowering the lights in your house an hour before bedtime helps your body calm down. So when you do lay down, your brain isn't running. You've already taken some time to relax. One of the things that I love to do is keep a journal near your bed and write down your worries or gratitude thoughts before bed to get them out of your head and onto paper. I highly suggest doing a brain dump, especially if you have, a day where there's just a bunch of stuff that happened. Write it out so you're not thinking about it and still processing it. If somebody pissed you off, write it out. If something great happened and you're super excited, even that emotion can keep you awake. Write it out. Be super grateful. Start sleeping from a clear mind and not having all of these things in your head. And finally, this one I struggle with, try to keep a consistent bedtime. If we are going to bed at different times every single day, it will be harder to wake up at the time that we need to. So you can actually eliminate alarm clocks if you're keeping a scheduled bedtime. So that's going to be different for everyone, but think about a time where you think is most, realistic for you to go to sleep and try and stick to it at least during the weekdays if you have to go to work at a certain time every morning, because then you're not worrying about, oh, I have to get up at this time. No, you're just going to bed. It's your set bedtime. Your body will learn to go to sleep at that time. And then this isn't in the book, but something that has really helped me when I'm having a lot of sleepless nights is Tim Ferriss has this sleep concoction that actually works. And it's a cup of hot water with a tablespoon of honey and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Now, it's not going to taste amazing, but if you drink that 30 minutes before you go to sleep, I promise you, it will help relax your body and put you to sleep. And I think it has something to do with, we want to go to bed on an empty stomach, but your stomach needs something, so you're processing the sugar and the honey, and it is a calming, like having a warm drink before bed is calming. So if you're having struggles going to sleep and staying asleep, try this concoction. It has helped me several times, especially when I'm in my hyper creative mode. Anyway, I know that restoring your energy is easier said than done. So I'm hoping with these tips, you find something that works for you. And if you have another tip that has really helped you when you're in a very productive phase or you just have a lot of anxiety or insomnia, please share in the comments what you do to restore your energy. I'd love to hear them. I'm sure everybody else in the group would love to hear. And again, sharing is caring. So I'll end this video with a quote that I chose from Ariana Huffington. She wrote an amazing book on sleep. If you haven't read it yet, I definitely highly recommend it. But this is from a keynote speech that she made at a university. And she says, and even as it's affecting our health, sleep deprivation will also profoundly affect your creativity, your productivity, and your decision making. We need our sleep. We are better when we sleep. Our brains are better, our creations are better. If you are pouring from an exhausted cup, it will be known. So I hope you find some rest today, tomorrow, and create a schedule where you're restoring your energy at least once a month. Take a me day, a self-help day. Just take that time. Don't feel guilty for taking that time because we all need our rest. I'm looking forward to speaking with you tomorrow, and don't forget to share in the comments your favorite thing that you do to restore your energy. Thanks, guys.